Good morning, children. Today our topic is voice, and two days before yesterday I was teaching voice. Today also I have started with voice, and our specific topic is I have written on the board present perfect tense. How to convert, how to change, how to transform this tense active voice into passive voice. Let us concentrate our minds, focus our minds for the word I have written on the board for complete perfection. What is also written on the board? Perfect. Perfect means complete. Perfect means exact. And now let us see. And in this topic, present perfect tense, we have two adjectives. Present is adjective, perfect is also adjective. Why these are adjectives? Now the question arises. Because these words are used before a noun tense. And you have already known that the work of adjective is, the function of adjective is, it qualifies a noun or a pronoun. Simple definition, try to understand. And according to this heading, perfection is very, very essential. How do you become perfect? My dear students, perfection needs a lot of effort. That effort is called continuous effort, strenuous effort, and constant effort is needed or required. And tense is a noun form. For example, if you say sir, tense is a noun, how can I say sir, tense is a noun? How can we say sir, present is an adjective and perfect is an adjective? Now I have written the sentence present perfect tense, and I am going to teach about this tense. So this tense is a noun, perfect is an adjective, qualifying word, a describing word, and present also is a describing word. And present adjective, its noun form is presence. Perfect adjective, its noun form is perfection, and tense is a noun, and its adjective form is tensed, and its noun form is tension. Now let us see. TEACH, I teach, is in a I teach is in a present tense. The first form of the verb is always used in simple present tense. Then I teach is in a present tense. Where is a tense? Teach is a tense. And first form of the verb is always used in a present tense. Now this I teach, present tense is clear. Present tense is clear. Now this tense is used as a adjective also. Same word. Tense. He is very tense. Full stop. He is very tense. See here. Here tense is a noun form. Here tense is a adjective form. Why? He now analyze each word. He is a pronoun. Is a main verb. Don't say it is a helping verb. Auxiliary verb. It is a main verb. When the verb comes alone, it is known as a main verb. When two verbs come together, या three verbs come together, या four verbs come together, in that group only one is a main verb and other are helping verbs, या auxiliary verbs. So in this sentence, in the given sentence, he is very tense, pronoun is here, main verb is here, this you can say finite verb, very is a adverb, tense is a adjective. Then another meaning here is here tense means present tense. Here I use the tense as an adjective, and now here is a noun form, second one is a adjective form, and here again tense is used as a verb form. Don't tense your brain. Otherwise, if there is a tense, then your nervous system will be damaged. Don't be nervous. So don't tense your brain. Be relaxed. So one word, but it has played different role in different sentences. I am a teacher, but I can play different role in different places. Same situation in sentence formation also. One word, in different sentences, it has different forms. For example, for me, I am teaching in the class, I am a teacher. And if I am sitting in the office, I am the principal. If I am in the field, I am as an umpire, as a player. I am in the hospital, I am a patient, but I am only one person, but I am playing different roles in different places. So tense is a one word, but in different sentences, it has played different role. In the first sentence, it has played as a noun. In second sentence, it has played as a adjective. In third sentence, it has played as a verb. So, my dear students, now the word perfect, really it has a great meaning. It has a great value. Try to understand and make your life perfect life. Again, I want to repeat this sentence because it has a great existence, great value, great importance, great significance. I want to repeat this word because it is my wish. Perfect. So, here I have written a couplet. Couplet means literary word, you can say. A poem which contains 2 lines is called couplet. Hindi में we say दोहा, couple, couplet, COUPLET. I have written the poem and I have taught you also poem from the first flight. Dust and I have tried to the first poem, Robert Frost, Fry and Ice. No, Fire and Ice, excuse me, Fire and Ice. Second one is Dust and Ice. Dust and Snow. Dust of Snow. And another poem, the same poet, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost, and it is his imagination. In these poems, it is his imagination, and he imagines and he gives his ideas and thinking for our bright life and for our happy life. Same in this couplet, what does the poet want to convey? Let us see. We have B and R. Compare the two. This is a banyan tree and this is a rose plant. Compare. Now we have two. One tree is there, one plant is there. Now let us discuss about them. And imagine ourselves and come to the right point which plant has a perfect life. Let us see and let us discuss about the word perfect. Because I am teaching perfect tense, then how do I make you perfect? This is my main focus, main point. So, one is a banyan tree and second one is a rose plant. Let us come and compare them. Which tree or which plant has a perfect life? So, my dear students, my question, this is not my question, our questions are now arise, which plant do you like the most? So most of the people, they utter means say. They used to say, sir, I like rose plant. I don't like banyan. Although this is very big plant, there is no comparison. Rose is very small, and I have written here, in a small proportion, rose plant proportion is very small, not very big, very small plant. We just beauty sees. We see the beauty, a lot of beauty in rose plant, although it is very small. Very, very tiny, very small, but it has its fragrance, its sweet smell changes the whole environment, changes the whole surrounding, and changes the whole atmosphere. But banyan does not. In small proportion, we just beauty sees. In short measure life, plant is 1 year or 2 year plants, and banyan is 50 years, 100 years. But this plant is useless, and this plant, it is very short, for 1 year, 2 years, but it does wonderful task in the life of all human beings. So my dear children, if you want to make your perfect life, this is a very golden life God has given you, and make your life perfect like a rose plant. If you bloom, if you have fragrance, the people will admire you. The people will appreciate you. The people will appreciate you. And you will be appreciated by each and every one. So, my dear students, my beloved children, many times I have reminded you. Today also I want to remind you, as a teacher, it's my primary duty to inspire you, to motivate you, to encourage you. And you are not only the students of KPS school, but you are the students of the whole world, of the whole nation. Not only I, but we, everyone, have proud of you, have proud of you, have proud of you. So make your life perfect, as I am going to teach you present perfect tense. So these are the introduction I have given you with this line quoted by Ben Jonson in his given poem, Perfect Life. I think this couplet is clear, and I use tense in different forms, noun forms, verb form, and adjective form, and I have compared myself as a different. I am only one, but I have acted different roles in different places. Same one word, but it has played different action in different sentences. I think these points are clear, and try to understand. My beloved students, once again, once more, again and again, I want to remind you, perfection is whatever you learn with more and more perfection, and make your life as a perfect life, as a perfect life, as a perfect life. Now, let us come to the point about this is introduction, and now come to the point, present perfect tense, voice. For example, First, write the example of present perfect tense. Then have and has. Have present tense, has also present tense, and sir, its past tense is had, its past participle is had. These are the different forms of verb. Have, this is plural. Has, this is singular. Had, plural and singular both in past tense, and in perfect tense, third form of the verb, this had is also used as a singular and plural both. But my topic is present. Present means have and has. For example, Ram, this is subject. I have denoted S by S. Then its another name is D-O-E-R, doer. Ram has, because there is a formula, 1 is equal to 1. This is singular and this is also singular. And now there is an agreement between subject and verb. What is the agreement between subject and verb? If I am one, the verb must be one. There is agreement between subject and verb. Let us see. Ram has plus third form of the verb, retain. Why retain is there? Because this is perfect tense. Perfect tense का मतलब third form of the verb. Perfect tense always comes with third form of the verb. And third form of the verb in grammar, it is called past participle. Past participle. Past participle, third form of the verb. And subject, verb, now this is helping verb. Has is a helping verb. Retain, this is main verb. And plus a later. This is object, main verb. This is helping verb. This is subject. Now this is proper sequence. Subject, helping verb, main verb, object is given here. Then object is given here. Once again I repeat it, I iterate it. Now the verb which has object is called transitive verb. Is called transitive verb. Is called transitive verb. The verb which has no object is called intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. Again there is a rule. If verb V plus O, this is equal to transitive verb. V minus O, this is equal to ITV, intransitive verb. TB, PV, ITV, NP. TB, PV means passive voice. You can convert, you can transform, you can change. But intransitive verb, no passive, no passive, no passive. Why? Because this verb has no object. This verb has no object. This verb has no object. Clear? Very good, my dear students. Now I want to continue it. Now this sentence has given in active form. Why the name is given active? Because in this sentence, subject is I taught you in English literature, one word I gave you, protagonist. the hero of the story. Means, for example, I want to remind you, a letter to God. Who is the hero? Who is the heart of that story? Who is the center of the story? Where the whole story revolves, that man is Lencho. He is the main hero. And the main hero, the main character, the chief hero, speaker, narrator is called protagonist, leader, hero. So in this, in active voice, who is the hero? Ram is the hero. He is very active. So it is called active voice. Because he does everything. He does everything. So he is active. He is our hero. He is not our villain. Villain is spelling, I want to write. Will, W-V-I-L-L. Will, A-I-N. Villain. Opposite of hero. So now if object is here, a letter is in the place of Ram. If object is here, then another word is given by the grammarian. Now he is not active, he is passive. So my dear students, be active. Don't be passive. Passive give the negative sense and active give the positive sense. The opposite of active is passive. The opposite of active is inactive. Passive or inactive. Both are correct. So Ram has written a letter. This sentence is given in active voice. Now convert change transform into passive voice. How to change? Certain rules are there. Object take the place of subject and subject take the place of object plus helping verb and then third form of the verb. Now change it. A letter this is singular. Helping verb, a letter has. Singular subject, singular verb, a letter has been. This is also third form. Been is a third form of the verb be. Been is the third form of the verb be. So a letter has been again written by Ram. Full stop. Now the first sentence is written in active form and the second sentence has written in passive form. Now let us discuss. Ram is clear. Has also clear, I think. And written also clear, I think, third form of the verb. Now let us discuss about B-double-E-N, been. Sir, been, what is it? Sir, been is simple definition. Been is a verb. Been is a verb. B-double-E-N. Been is a verb. It is a third form of the verb be. And its meaning is been means visited, 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 arrived, visited, arrived, started, these are the meanings of been. Been means visited, arrived, started. And been is the third form of the verb be. Sir, but I do not understand. Give any example, then it will be clear. Otherwise, sir, I do not understand. Be is a verb, been is a verb, it is the third form of the verb. Now, see the sentence. Ram has in the sentence I have used here been. Now let us see what is the meaning of been is here. Ram hasn't been yet. Ram hasn't been yet. Now been is not clear, sir. Has not. This is, I think, sir, this is present perfect tense, correct. Rule present perfect tense, have and has plus third form of the verb. Been is a third form of the verb, clear. Has comes with third form of the verb, clear. And this is present perfect tense. But here been means, what does it mean? ARRIVED. Ram has not arrived yet. This is the meaning. Here been means visited, arrived, started. The correct meaning, suitable meaning in this place, Ram has not been yet. Now I want to make this sentence clear for you. Here been means arrived. Ram has not arrived yet. I think it is clear to you. Been is clear. Yes. Now I have written here been means visited, arrived, started. Been is the third form of the verb be, and I have given example also. Ram has not been yet. Sometimes I have also doubt what is the meaning of been here. Though although it is third form of the verb, here been means arrived. For example, another example, try to understand, and it will be very easy for you. I have had my lunch. I have had my lunch. Sometimes you ask, sir, what is the meaning of had? Sir, this is third form of the verb. This is the third form of the verb. If you make a sentence like this, in place of had, you can write taken, taken. Both are equal. Had is equal to taken and taken is equal to had. Both are equal. I have taken my lunch. Another language, you can say, I have had my lunch. And this is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. And this is also present perfect tense. Clear? Now, this sentence, Ram has written a letter. This is positive sentence. Clear? Now this sentence change into negative. My dear children, very important, please don't forget and never forget, been is the third form of the verb be. And if somebody asks you, sir, if been is the third form, what is its first form? First form is am, are. Second form is was and were. Third form is been. Ing form is being, B-E-I-N-G. Never forget, my dear students, and never forget, it is very important for you and for everyone. I have given another example also. I have had. I can write this sentence again, another. I had my dinner, supper. Dinner and supper both are equal. I had my dinner, yes, supper. It means I had taken my dinner, yeah, supper. This is past perfect tense. Past perfect. Here had, third form of the verb. Had, third form of the verb. And this had is equal to, T-A-K-E-N, taken. Both are equal. I had taken my dinner. Yeah, I have taken my supper. Then, I think it is clear. All the points are clear, please. I have written each and every word on the board. My dear students, if you are sitting at home, it is my humble, as a teacher in pandemic situation, COVID-19, my dear students, it is my humble request to all of you. Classes are going on online, so please, for perfection, if you want to be perfect, so please sit at home, listen the voice of the teachers, and be teachers are very active, and same thing, teacher want you must be active at home. Otherwise, the transformation of sentences, active into passive, passive into active, it is very difficult to understand. So be active at home, try to understand the topic, and write all the difficult rules in your notebook for your memory, for your understanding, and all the teachers are always with you. I have given different examples of also, different tips also. Now this is present perfect tense. I have given one example. This is positive sentence. Now negative sentence. Ram has not written a letter. Has not written a letter. Its passive voice is a letter has not been written by Ram. Negative sentence. Now I am going to write. Ram has not written a letter. This first one is positive sentence, and you can say positive statement sentence, declarative sentence, affirmative sentence, assertive sentence. It has many names. Remember them. Now the second sentence is negative sentence because not is here. And what is difference between not and no? Tomorrow I shall discuss about not and no. What are the differences? Where they are used? Why no is not used here? Ram has no written. Why it is wrong? I shall explain it. Ram has not written a letter. Then its passive voice is a letter has not been a letter. A letter has not been written by Ram. Full stop. This is affirmative. Now this is negative. And now the third sentence is interrogative. Interrogative sentence, it has two kinds. Put here question mark. It has two kinds. It has divided into two parts. First interrogative sentence, it starts with helping verb. Second interrogative sentence starts with WH form. And my dear students, always if you do not put sign of interrogation, a question mark at the end of sentence, your interrogative sentence is absolutely wrong. Please always keep in your mind. In interrogative sentence, that interrogative sentence needs or requires sign of interrogation. Don't miss it. Then change into interrogative form. Has a letter written has a letter written Ram? Question mark. Has a letter written Ram? Has a letter Ram has written a letter? Has a letter written Ram? Again, this is active voice and interrogative sentence. Has interrogative active convert into interrogative passive. Has Ram been written a letter? Question mark. Has a letter written Ram? Has Ram been written a letter? Question mark. Now this is first positive sentence, second negative sentence, and third one is interrogative sentence, and fourth one is interrogative and negative. So has a letter not written Ram? Then that here has Ram not been written a letter? This is interrogative and negative. So my dear students, today I have taught you. Now I am also speaking in present tense. I have taught you present perfect tense because I am teaching you present perfect tense, and I am speaking with present perfect tense also because I have completed my topic and I have presented well in front of you. So my topic is over. With good presentation, as far as I am concerned, I have explained well. So my dear students, you are students, I know about you. Sometimes you do not pay attention, you do not pay heed, you are not very cautious, you are not very vigilant, but this is my earnest request, a special request to my students. This is your bright future. Don't lose it anyhow. Be perfect and make your life perfect life. Thank you so much.